Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mike with Tactical Traders. I'm trying to capture a live trade I'm in right now. This is ticker symbol MARA, and we alerted this yesterday in the chat room as well as on YouTube and on StockTwits. So on this one, just zooming out onto the 15-minute chart. Actually, we'll go to the 5-minute chart. Nice steady bullish uptrend, and it's actually started to form a pattern right here. It was a little triangle pattern. This yellow line right here, I'll actually highlight this again so it's a little bit easier to see. Alright, here we are. Alright, so this is what we're looking. So we saw that price had problems getting past 475 in the $5 area for the past 2-3 days. And the range of the price got tighter and tighter, and this is where we start to notice it for a over 5 breakout. This has a possibility to run, I'd say, in about high 5, 6 today, $6 range, 5. Me personally, I'm in at 511. I'll probably take profits between 575 and 590, but I want to just try to capture this trade live as we go through it, and I'm going to be pausing the video on and off just so I'm not boring you with a bunch of dead time right here. So I'm going to pause right now and we'll circle back. But the entry is 511 for 500 shares, which we did alert to right here at 9:56. All right, perfect. All right, I'm gonna pause it for now. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike with Tactical Traders. We have 2 live trades going right now on August 6th at 10 a.m., half an hour after the bell open. I'm going to try to capture these kind of real live time. So right now I entered in ticker symbol IZEA. I got 3,000 shares at $1.70 a piece. We also have MARA, and we have an entry there for a breakout over 5 for 500 shares at $5.11. So right here on the 5-minute chart, we see that the past few days prices had a problem getting past the 480 range. I kind of rounded it up to 5, but it did form a little bit of a triangle pattern right here on the 5-minute chart. We did see that the breakout happened this morning over that. However, volume is there, just not really where I wanted it to be, over 5. So I did enter it at 511. Hopefully we can see it either backtest at 470 on the old resistance to hopefully become new support, and I will add there probably about another 500 shares. And if price continues to fall below that, I probably will have to cut losses. And we did alert to this in our chat room right here. Mara long, there we go, 511, and the IZEA right there. And we do have some of our stops and price points for IZEA right there for just a day trade, a stop at 163 and a price target of 190. All right, so just gonna go pause the video for now, and I will follow back just so it doesn't bore you with a bunch of dead screen time. All right, just checking back. So Mara, we did add at 470 for a total of 1,000 shares at 489 a share. I'm not going to add any more at this point. This was a big bearish candle that came in right here. This might have been a fake out on the breakout, but hopefully we can backtest these areas of support, and we'll try to salvage this trade. There is some good volume coming in right here, so we're gonna have to see how this unfolds. I am curious. I'm gonna actually let the tape roll to see if the 470 can hold it. And by the way, these areas of support and resistance, they do bend. They're kind of like a rubber band. They can bend a little bit. They don't have to be, like, made of stone. So we do see a little bit bend here, but let's see if it goes down. Next area of support I see is 450. And to be honest, I don't really think I'm willing to let the price go that low on me. So if we don't really see a decent bounce here, I will probably cut losses and move on to the next opportunity. And to check back also with our IZE trade. This one, we're still having problems getting enough volume in here. Really not liking this. I'm actually probably gonna maybe just take profits soon on this. I hate to, veer off my trade plan, but it's just not getting the follow through. It seems like very sideways. I think it might lose interest and drop off, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to see. And MAR, and we're seeing maybe a little bit of an indecision candle form right here. I'm gonna pause the video and come back. Alright, just unpausing the video, coming back after a good amount of time. We haven't had much action. Volume's actually been pretty shitty. However, I do want to follow up on MARA down here. We're still in it, and I'm actually starting to see. Well, right now, I guess they're flashing off, but I've been starting to see some decent bids stack up on the level 2. And then as far as IZEA goes, I'm still have my trade plan set in stone, and again, just the volume's been tapering off. It's been holding the 170. My stop's at 163. This one I'm not going to touch anymore. That one's just going to go to plan. This one, however, I am going to manage to trade a little bit more. And with these bids coming up on MARA, I might even build into this position longer. Not too sure, but we're gonna see. And actually, SPY over here, nice bull flow and flag breakout. Did alert that in the chat room right here. If you're looking to day trade some SPY options, this is your point. And then shortly after that, this was posted at 10:09, and then by 10:15 we already had the breakout. So hopefully some of these can start bouncing, because I'm getting tired of watching this. I'm gonna pause the video for a little bit. Alright, checking back in over here. So IZEA, it's actually below our entry point right now. It's starting to crack support. So I'm not looking too happy with this right now. We do have another areas of support at 165. However, this is the 1 minute chart, and I do see that we are having lower highs going down into this triangle pattern. So this is going to be my prediction on this. Hopefully what I'm looking for is the price to break up out of this yellow top trend line on a considerable amount of volume. That's what I think is going to happen. However, I could be wrong. This could fail and go down past 165 and hit my stop loss at 163. We're going to find out in time, but that's what I am thinking. And then going over here to MARA, we are still going sideways. It looks like 470, which was old resistance, is now being tested as support, and we're going to see how that unfolds. Alright, so as I was saying, this was the pattern I did predict. I said I wanted a bunch of volume to come through, and the breakout right there, and there it is. We're getting stopped by this 200 SMA, but that's the exact pattern and exact break I wanted to see, so I'm going to let this trade unfold. Looking back down at MARA, like I said, the 470 was holding support. Now it's bouncing up on considerable volume, so this is starting to look good. Alright, so it's only been about a minute since the last pause. Just wanted to follow up on the MARA. And we're going to zoom in a little bit on the 1 minute, and we see that the volume is starting to build here. This is nice. MACD is turning positive, and we're pretty much at that sweet spot on the RSI. That's not too overbought, but we're definitely heading in the bullish direction. So I'm going to try to be just patient with this, let this kind of unfold. To be honest, this might even be a great swing trade. I'm looking for mid to high fives, but I'm going to manage this trade as we go through. The lack of volume has been more of a concern and why I have to manage the trade. And I haven't put in just a set stone trade plan, but I'm giving you the rough details. And then going back to IZEA, which I think I'm actually probably going to have profits pretty soon. We just really need to get past this 200 SMA that's just stopping us. All right, I'm going to pause it. All right, everybody, we're back, and I actually just want to highlight IZEA again. So, there's patterns after patterns that I constantly see. I call it seeing the matrix or reading the matrix. And I know we just called this triangle pattern right here with the breakout, the volume, and all that. So here's another pattern that I see unfolding on the 1 minute. And this is another reason why I'm keeping my profits going at 300 right now. I love this strong bullish movement on awesome volume. It means bulls are really so confident here, and they're just waiting for the move. So we have this nice bullish pull. And we're actually starting to see another flag here. So I expect this to get tighter in range, bust out again to new highs on more volume. And we will find out in time. I'm going to pause the video again. Actually, before we pause the video again, we're going to go over to MARA. See how we're doing over here. All right, so prices started to come back a little bit. Still slow moving. I'm still going to try to be patient with this. I'm just not too happy with the movement in this, especially for MARA. This is trading like a turtle right now, but yeah, we're gonna give it some time. We'll see how it goes. Alright, traders, I am back. I just wanted to go over some more stuff. I hope you don't mind the in and out. I'm going to still let this unfold on the force screen, but I just want to let you know about some things you need to look at when you're actively day trading. So it's one thing with penny stocks; they're not usually affected. Microcaps are not usually affected by overall market sentiment, but they can be, and they absolutely can be affected once you get into the larger caps like BA, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Baba. All those big tickers that we're all familiar with. So when you're in large cap trades, you want to look at market sentiment overall a lot. Microcaps, not so much. But just to give you an example, SPY right here, it went out and broke out of our bull flag that we alerted to, and hit resistance at 332.60, and now it's pulled back pretty decently, and there's some good volume in there. So if I was trading something like a larger cap, which let me pull up one and see how they're acting right now. Pull up Apple. No, actually Apple looks really strong. Actually, I see a pattern in Apple unfolding. Apple might be good for actually some options calls, but that's another story. But anyways, you gotta watch market sentiment, and this is how you manage active trades. Say we were in this and we saw the market just selling off. Instead of just going with your normal price target, sometimes you want to just cut your losses quicker or just take profits quicker. There's no shame in taking profits. No one's ever gone broke taking profits. So I am watching this, and I am looking for weakness throughout the market. So stay tuned, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, just want to follow back again. So we see SPY selling off pretty heavily right here. It's really going down some good volume too. And now we're starting to see Apple. I was saying Apple right there falling off. Now this was a solid pattern that I saw actually. I think a lot of bulls got burned in this, but we'll see if price can recuperate. But yeah, it's breaking off. This is going lower. I am watching my trades. Like I said, I'm in micro caps, so I'm not too worried. But at some points, you might just want to, take what you got already, especially when markets start getting like this. This is something to watch. Absolutely. Okay, traders, and I'm back again. So another thing that I like to do when I'm managing an active trade, when things are starting to get like this and there's big sell-offs of the market, if I'm already in a profit in a certain ticker, say IZEA, I actually did move my stop from 163 up to 178. This is me locking in profits. This is me securing my cash. When things are like this, you're better to be safe than sorry, because yes, I might get stopped out at 178, and then it might rocket up to my price target of 190 and then some. But if it doesn't, at least I can lock in some gains, and I'm not wasting my time, and definitely not giving up any money and time. So at least on that trade, I am going to walk out profitable. That is a fact. Maybe not as profitable as I wanted to originally, but I will walk away with some green. And as far as MARA goes, we just can't get the follow through. It's coming back down. Looks like to support at 470, 465 range. And again, this might have something to do with the market, because the market is just turning straight blood now. We've dropped almost 3 points. Well, I'm sorry, 2 points in just a few minutes. So something to watch. And I will pause the video and check back. And we are checking back in. So like I said, I moved my stop up to 178, and I was triggered right there. So I lost in about $240 in gains. I wish it went a little bit better up to the 190. Hell, I could even took in profits around here on 183, 140 for a little bit more. But it's how you manage your risk. And we're still looking over here in MARA. We're still sitting tight in there. So we'll see, and I am going to follow back up on IZEA and see what happens to it throughout the day, because who knows, like I said, this could have stopped me out right here, and it's going to go right back up. So it's really up in the air. No one really knows, and with the market as volatile as it is, it's better to be safe and sorry and take your profits. Alright everybody, we're just checking back. So I'm looking at MARA here, and another similar pattern that we saw earlier. This is a triangle going down onto the support line. We're looking for this top yellow trend line to break with an increase of volume. And checking back for the 50th time. Alright, so we're looking at ticker symbol MARA. I'm going to maximize this zone. So as we drawed out that pattern earlier, we said we are looking for this trend line right here to break on volume. And that also was alerted right here in the chat room. So we did get a little bit of that volume break. We need just to follow through now. So we're just going to sit and wait and see what happens. All right, traders, gonna check back with you. It's been a good amount of time. It's about 11:40 now in the morning. Following up on the IZEA trade that we completed, I just wanted to follow up with you. So we did take profits at 178. We moved our stop up there, and price did come back actually down to our original entry point, and we could have absolutely entered in there or added. However, I did want to lock in profits with the way the market was selling off. So there's the check up on this. This original price target was 190, and we're about 9 cents away from that right now. So maybe we'll get it. Either way, for me, I am out of the trade for now. Now going over to MARA. So we had a little bit more of a pattern unfolding here. We had this triangle forming with the red line being as a support, and then we have this bottom trend line and top trend line, and this I actually added in for a total of 1,500 shares at $4.85 a piece. I'm down $232 on it currently, and hopefully here it stays in this pattern, breaks out to the upside. I am watching it carefully. If it goes much lower, probably below right here, I'll put a stop. And actually, I do want to put a stop at 440.59. Might give it a little bit too much room though. Yeah, you know what? I am going to play it safe and go with 459 as a stop right now. We're not going to adjust anymore. We're not going to buy any more shares. This is pretty much it. And it is only 1,500 shares of a $4.70 stock. So, roughly we're looking about $7 grand, 7,500 into this trade. Not the biggest, but it's a penny stock, and I'm really about trading small with these volatile stocks, low risk. But yeah, I'm gonna set those stops in, and we'll check up on it once again. Okay, traders, I'm gonna follow up on MARA. We have a hard stop at 457. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this trade right now. I'm really disappointed in it. If this does fall down to our stop, it will take out my gains for the entire day, actually. So, this is actually pretty shitty on my part. I definitely made a mistake in this trade. Should have had a tighter stop on that pattern. However, I kept seeing large bids come on the level 2, and that is kind of what made me think that they were more or less trying to build some larger longs, and that's what I was trying to build with them. But it's about noon right now. I've been sitting sideways for a while. The volume has been tapering off a lot. I think a lot of retail traders are starting to get bored with this stock, and I think we might continue to make a low, going back down to where we start off the day. I do have my stop in place. I'm gonna let that ride. Just not too happy with the trade, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we can get some volume in here and price can start to pick up. But until then, I will check back when we get going. What's going on, traders? All right, so this is actually pretty funny. I know we just talked about maybe cutting losses pretty soon, and it looks like some volume came in, and we have a nice bullish movement. This is literally probably about 3 minutes since I paused the video. So let's see. This might be the start of a bullish move. We're starting to climb. As long as the volume follows in behind it, that's our main concern. But I'm actually gonna let it play out a little bit right here. Let's see what happens in these next 2-3 minutes. There we go. All right, so volume starting to come in. And so for those of you thinking about price targets now, there's a couple different ways you can trade this. I just did not like the price action today. I don't think it was as smooth as I'd want it to be. So if you were just trying to get out of this trade and go on with your day, which is kind of like how I am right now, I'm in at 485. I would probably look to take trades around 5. You could absolutely risk your maybe half of your position. To take half off at 5 and let the other half ride for a continuous breakup. But that is going to be a risk. I got rejected around 5.15 earlier today. So, You know, you could either take your profits or risk some. So it's really up to the individual and their risk tolerance. But for me, I'm probably going to take profits at 5 just because the trade didn't go exactly how I wanted it to. But, you know, it's starting to come through. So we'll see. We have to get across this VWAP right here as well at 480. Alright, traders. Sorry, this video has been taking a little bit longer than I thought. This was a pretty slow sideways day. If you're still listening to the video, here's another follow-up. Alright, so we see IZEA up here in the top right. It's actually grinding up higher. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit that 190 mark at my original price target. You know, I did take profits already as discussed, but you know, I just still like to see the trade plan go through. And anyways, down here, MAR. Alright, you're going to definitely see this pattern for me again. This is one of my favorites. So we got a nice movement right here. And then we got the support right here at 470. And now we're doing some little consolidation right there. So, and we actually have a little bit more volume, kind of like staying steady, a little bit lower consolidation volume, which is good. And then we should see another spike here in volume, and then breaking out from this 480, and then onward and upwards, and we'll see where we're going to go with that. Whoa, traders. All right, so as I was just talking about with this pattern, here comes the volume and a huge bullish movement upwards going up. All right, so this is what we're talking about. Volume is in. I got to alert this in the chat room quick. Alright, here we go. So right back to the trade. So let's see a nice follow through. Here we go, 490. And we're going to go into our trading platform here. Alright, so 490. Come on, let's go for that 5. Alright, I'm going to set my sale. Ooh, we got a big bid right there, 229. Alright, so these are the things we got to look for. If this can break through this 492. Unwatch. If not, it might be just good to take the profits now. But I would hate to leave some more money on the table. I have a bad habit of doing that because I trade these penny stocks very scared. Come on. Alright, traders, this is getting a little frustrating, but I do think we're gonna have to see some follow through, so I'm gonna let this go again. Let it ride. Patience is one of the things with trading. Can't be too jumpy. You gotta stay calm and really just trust yourself. That's one of the biggest things I say. Trust yourself, trust your trade plan. And if you have trouble trusting yourself and trusting your trade plan, probably means that you're not confident in yourself and the abilities you are to trade, which is nothing wrong with. Everybody goes through this, but it's just always good to study up and perfect it as we go. Even though there's no golden key. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna put it back in a pause, and actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a sale at 498 to to sell. Alright, traders, we are live. Seeing if we're there. We got the sell at 498. So the reason why I put prices like 498 is because 5 is a whole number, and we tend to see a lot of large trades, large institutions put in whole number trades like that. So we're just basically trying to get in front of them a little bit, just so we can get our fill, because they have such large bids that they will likely get filled first. So let's see, we got a little bit, 8 cents more to go. Really need that volume to follow through. Volume is killing us today. Overall, MACD looks pretty good. RSI looks pretty good. We just need that volume. Alright, we're going back on pause. All right, traders, here we go. We got at 4.95. We are about 3 cents away from our price target. And let's see if this little boost in volume, we had about 200,000 come in on the last 1 minute chart. See if we can push up a little bit higher to hit our price target. Alright, if we don't get this push pretty soon, I will take profits a little bit early, probably about 5 cents early. Getting a little bit impatient with this. We're going to move our target down to 4.93, 5 cents before our price target. Wait for the fill. And it looks like the price is pulling back without us. I'm going to still place it right there and see if we can get on the next pop. Alright, traders, out of pure frustration, I am dropping this down another 3 cents, another 2 cents to 4.91. And hopefully we can just get the fill on that and go on with our day. Nope, price is pulling back again, dropping it down to 4.90. And we're out for a $75 gain. Not the best trade, not how I wanted to go, but just the low volume, the slowness of the stock just wasn't doing it for me. Maybe we'll check back at the end of the day. Right now it's noon to see if we can get the price up a little bit higher. But for me, I'm just happy taking the profits and going on with my day.